Guys, happy spring break. I hope you enjoy the next few days off. So, today we only have a few activities, so let's take a look at that now. After I'm done explaining everything to you, you're going to see me talk about the estimation answer from Wednesday's activity. I was a little disappointed that only 26 students participated. Then you're going to log on to iReady and complete the assigned comprehension check. It's called Divide Unit Fractions and Word Problems. Remember, for this standard, you have to draw a model in order to solve these types of problems. Please don't rush or try and take shortcuts. Really think about what the question is asking. Would it be a whole number answer or would my answer be a fraction? Some things to remember is when I start with a whole number, divide it by a fraction, my answer is another whole number. When I start with a fraction, divide it by a whole number, I get a fraction answer. So use that strategy to check to see if your answer is reasonable. The last requirement for today is to complete 15 minutes on your iReady path. For this week, you only needed a total of 45 minutes. So if you happen to already complete 45 minutes, then you don't have to do it today. If for some reason you owe more than 15 minutes, please make sure that you reach the minimum of 45 minutes. So I do want to take a moment to thank several of you. I have a lot of students who are regularly completing all of their work, and you're doing it on time. I'm really proud of you. There are some students, and I know that it's a lot to manage this distance learning and all of your assignments, and there's some of you who have missed some things along the way, but I'm also proud of you because you used yesterday in order to make up work, or you've been responding to my emails and making up your work when you miss something, and that shows a lot of responsibility. So I just want to remind you what happens when you guys do miss assignments. I have to put it in the grade book as an I, and then I email you the day after to let you know that you missed an assignment. So, for example, if you missed today's lesson, I'll email you on Friday to let you know what you missed. At the end of each week, there is parent contact, and I let them know all of your assignments that are missing. Mr. Peters is asked that all of your teachers provide a daily report of who has not completed their assignments. So just know that if you do miss something, it is being reported to Mr. Peters and he's being able to see is it something that you missed once, or are you a student that maybe is just not ever doing work? So keep that in mind. And I know that you aren't really looking forward to doing school over spring break, but I wanted to let you know that if you do have missing assignments, you can use spring break to make that up. All right, so let's take a look at our first activity, which is the estimation activity. So it was kind of interesting to look at toilet paper since there's been a lot of talk about toilet paper in the news lately. And the original estimation had you looking at the large roll, and there were 425 sheets on that large roll. So then next to it, you can see that there's this small roll, and that was the one that you were asked to estimate how many sheets of toilet paper make up that small roll. So some things you could have thought about is maybe that small piece of toilet paper is half the size of the larger. So you could think, well, 425 is about 400, so half would be 200. Maybe you thought that this small roll of toilet paper was 1/4 the size, and maybe you divided 425 by 4 to get you really close. So let's take a look and see how many sheets of toilet paper were on that small roll. So there were 94 sheets of toilet paper. Now, I'm doing this Price is Right style, so you want to be as close as possible without going over. So, the winner for yesterday's estimation activity was Andrew. Great job, Andrew, with a guess of 75. Kayla and Jordan, you were really close to 94 because you guessed 100, which is only 6 away. But since we're using that as close as possible without going over strategy, Andrew is the winner for today. So once again, keep in mind that you need to log on to iReady right now, open up that comprehension check. Make sure that you're using your notebook and workbook to help you if you want to review past videos and lessons before you take that comprehension check. Go for it. But I need you to complete that today. Then you need to make sure that you have all of your iReady minutes done. Have a wonderful spring break. If you guys need anything, feel free to reach out. I'll be checking my email all break, and I look forward to getting back to our lessons when this is over.